out, it's a different game, ladies and gentlemen. And the rope up on the... And okay! He got himself out of it, though. The next star shot he didn't expect it to get. No way! On the frames there, the missile coming in, Rewind trying to be on chip. Oh my god, he just did it wrong! Throwing everything that he can to try to stop the madness. They get a trade, and all the pressure on with the spacing. What in the hell did we just witness?
We can't change the world. Look how we changed the game.
And welcome to War of the Gods, week number 5. Top 8 here on StreamMe's War of the Gods. What's going on, everyone? And with you, as always, Mr. Aquaman. I'm just a mustache. Over there to my right, what's going on, Echo?
Not much, man. Look, it's the night we've all been waiting for this week, week number 5. What a top 8 we have lined up. And hey, there's one person that's not with us tonight that maybe, you know, we should get a eulogy going, because Semiij is not joining us tonight in this top 8 for the first time since Combat Cup. He is not in a top 8 on Combat Cup or War of the Gods. So it's you know, it's something new, man. We have SylverRye in this top 8, winner side, points leader as well. So that, you know, depending on how he does tonight, is just, you know, that's just added cake to it, man, because he could really take a significant lead here in points, which is something we're not used to.
Yes, and let's actually take a look at that bracket while you bring that bad boy up.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going bottom to top. First up on deck, the man of the hour, the hero that the scene needs, Hero Killer Stain, going up against Noble's Rewind as our first match of the night. After that, we got Gur versus Nyx in a battle of the Northeasterners. Both up there in the, I think they're either both New York or both New York, New Jersey scene up there in the Northeast. Then we got Combat against SylverRye, which actually is the same exact thing. All 4 of those guys are up there in the Northeast. And then Nubcakes versus Hayate. Hayate making a statement week here on War of the Gods with his very first top 8 on the winner's side.
Yeah, you know, we usually don't see Hayate. You know, he'll sign up. You know, even when we had, you know, where you could register from week 1 all the way to the end, Hayate would always sign up, but he wouldn't always show up.
Yeah.
And even when he was participating, we didn't see him on stream all too often. Not because he didn't make it that far, just that was kind of his thing. Like, just let me, you know, if I have to be on stream, then I will. But, you know, to be honest, I don't want to. But here he is, man. He's going to be in this top 8. I think the first time ever, as far as the StreamMe event goes. So it's going to be exciting, especially him and Nubcakes, 2 very smart players, 2 character loyalists. Batman and Robin, I mean, you can't really ask for more in that matchup, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. And this very first matchup is whoever Rewind picks going up against Hero Killer Cyborg, because I have no idea who Rewind might be coming with. We might see the Cyborg mirror, because you never know from Rewind. Might even see his Wonder Woman get pulled out, because we saw Wonder Woman's effect on Cyborg just before top 8, and
right.
you know, that's kind of been an interesting matchup that I've seen go down. But like I said, I don't know matchup numbers wise, but of his characters, I'm not too sure. Maybe even a Firestorm pick here, Catwoman. I don't know. I have no idea who Rewind's going with this in this matchup, and it looks like it is going to be Catwoman. And Hero Killer with the immediate kind of counter read, I guess, and not going with Cyborg? Wait a minute. Whose man's is this?
You know, this matchup
I didn't sign up for this.
Well for
nope.
Man. Not a good look. We'll see if it pays off, though. Here we go. Match number 1 between Rewind and Hero Killer Stain. And we already got the Adam trait coming out. Got the corner locked and loaded, plus frames. Good blocks by Rewind and good patience. 3-3. Confirmed. The whip coming out twice.
One hit's all it's going to take for Catwoman, especially back to the corner to make. Oh my goodness! Woo! Going for the neutral jump read, maybe even going for some kind of shimmy, but not falling for it. It's Hero Killer, who is just so solid. And now that I see it with a different character, that just goes to show you the level of play that he's coming in with. We've already seen staggers we've never seen out of any other Adam, but oh my goodness, another 3-3 from Catwoman, and that's going to put the final nail in the coffin on the first bar of health here for Hero Killer Stain, trying to avoid the situation, which is the corner. Traits activated. Everyone not having the clutch block on the overhead. Now he finds himself in the corner. And what's the pressure going to be?
Nice down 2. The anti-airs between these two have been so good, and wake up backdash gets stuffed. Oh, teleported right into the jump in. Not looking good for Hero so far in this pick with Adam.
Yeah, he actually might have to possibly go back to, get what we've been looking for, which is Cyborg. But yeah, this.
You don't look so big to me.
I've killed mice braver than you.
I've seen this matchup a few times with Semiij and some other Cyborg players, and it hasn't been so pretty. But Hero Killer, I think, is just trying to play a mind game with Rewind early on his pick, because he waited for Rewind to make his selection before selecting his character. That's always a mind game at the beginning, guys, but it's what hidden select is for. All right. Go for the oh my goodness, the round forward 3 catching the backdash attempt. He actually caught Hero Killer just trying to backdash out of the stagger pressure and going absolutely nowhere. Adam's backdash not looking so hot there, as it was still in range of that forward 3 of Rewind's Catwoman, who takes an early 1-0 lead. Let's see what the change or same pick is here for in game number 2.
There is something to be said about Rewind's Catwoman right now. No drop combos, had all the reads, all the conversions. Very strong Catwoman performance by Rewind here, and maybe getting the Cyborg pick out of Hero. Do it!
Need a hero! But you're right. His Catwoman looking as good as we remember it to be. Back in week 1 of season number 2, taking out Semiij in the mirror and then just wreaking havoc with Catwoman for a good, I'd say, 3/4 of that entire season. But Hero Killer just isn't believing in that Cyborg pick. He was hovering it. Now he's going to try Adam again. He's going to continue to test the waters. And if he finds himself drowning, I think that we might see a Cyborgian pick in what could be a game 3.
Man, it's tough when you put yourself in a situation like this where you lose the first game and then you still believe. But if he loses this game, if he does not tie this thing up, he is going to be at such a disadvantage. Even if he goes back to Cyborg, he is going to have to kind of learn what to do with that character with no buffer. He cannot lose any more games, but he's got to take this one first. It's not looking good, though. Rewind all over him. Crouches the back forward 2, chases it down. Full combo punish.
Woo! What another start here for Rewind. Absolute control. And once he gets the hits, every hit puts him in such a good position. Back to the corner. And he's been able to stop Hero from, playing his game, which is putting out the stomps, getting those single hits that add up over time. He just hasn't been hit by him.
Hope you don't mind a few scars.
As you can see how timid Hero is. So much respect, doesn't want to move. Trying to use, it's very good anti-air though. Trying to use a couple gimmicks, trying to make a good read, trying to condition Rewind, but Rewind is just all over Adam right now.
And not falling for any of these setups that, I have not conventionally seen, but he's going into plus rams off that stomp, and Rewind knows that. He hasn't challenged. And even there, the walk back because of the pushback, just knowing the matchup right now is Rewind and playing it perfectly. Ooh, almost had a beautiful read with that jump too. Didn't get the punish, but still looked like Hero Killer got a little bit tentative, blocking that string at a distance. Thought there might be a gap out there. Trades out, and here we go to the corner. Oh no, he missed one of the hops in there.
Ooh, the trade. Nice air-to-air. Hero showing signs of life. But, man, he has got to cash out on the damage. I see what he's doing. Using the 1-1, I think it's like plus 27 on hit. It's very good after the restand, but, man, you got to cash out on that damage, especially in a situation like this. Using the trait, catching Rewind crouching there, caught him with the overhead, but is it too late?
And he has not gotten anything off of that. You see Gur never stagger into the low stomps, anything like that. But he just hasn't gotten anything.
I'm just toying with
You're talking to a man of science.
You know, no setups, no nothing. Rewind's not falling for anything that he might be attempting. And if you notice, Rewind actually kind of has a little bit of a pattern where he's backdashed, I think, 3 times on the block low stomp, and Hero Killer not calling that out. You know, I think after a couple of times, you definitely want to pick up on that and at least challenge it one of those times, you know. And I'm not too sure what Adam could challenge it with, except for another low stomp, you know, teleport, or even chase it down with, what is it, back forward 2? What a read that would be. Punishable, but what a read that would be.
Right.
But we are going to go back here to game number 3 with a Cyborg. I'm just saying. I wish I had.
Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you have to, man. Go for it.
Pick up on your opponent's tendencies, guys. Don't be afraid. I'm also going to make the read that Hero Killer is going to do better in this matchup simply because all we've seen out of this man is Cyborg, and it seems like every bad matchup we see, he's able to just enforce his will. Ooh. Tried a little shimmy there. That was
a little shimmy there. Yeah.
That's a tight little setup.
You know, you have to wonder, nice punish. You have to wonder if Hero didn't pick Cyborg because of Rewind and Deoxys doing the Cyborg mirrors. Even though Rewind lost that set, you know, you have to wonder, was he scared that Rewind maybe knew too much? And is it going to come back to hurt him because he can't lose any more games? He's going to have to play flawless with Cyborg.
And it's already happening right now, Echo. Are you kidding me?
Combos.
Whiff and I'll punish you.
Man was comboing off of the TV, the monitor on the left. Nice read.
Echo, is a 3/4 screen jump in the read? I'm just kidding. Oh,
well,
I had to be a little savage tonight, guys. But Hero Killer, again, almost reading just because of the familiarity and comfort level with this character. On top of that, maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity. Looking a lot better with Cyborg here, but once Catwoman gets you to the corner, it's a different story. Push block in the plus frames, but it's so good to push block after they come off the bar so that you at least meet them meter for meter. And this is going to be a whole lot of chip damage, and Hero Killer's perfectly fine with taking these. He's going to come in with a throw, and now it's going to be chip out territory. Could have committed into the Doom Fist. Now nice. Another chip, but here we go.
That was an incredible
oh no! It's coming regardless,
chip, baby. Hero on the board. As we say, putting the pieces together, baby.
You have to bring up. What if he just went Cyborg to begin with?
Right.
It has to be said, guys. And can we tag him on Twitter and say, just play Cyborg? So hype. And I'm not being biased. I'm only being mostly biased by saying that.
Which is very different from being all the way biased.
It's very different being all the way biased. If I was all the way biased,
I feel you.
I would have cut the broadcast when we didn't pick Cyborg in the first place.
Rewind looking to tech that throw, I think, is what was going on there. That's why they seemingly traded hits, even though Hero took no damage. And things looking really good here for Hero. 237 coming off only projectiles and all this chip. Forcing Rewind off of that bar.
And, you know, that was a really good throw there by Rewind. Hero Killer before kind of showed one of his cards up his sleeve with the forward dash into the throw. And Rewind reacted to that. But Hero Killer tried to do something different and actually got burned for it there. That was a very interesting interaction there. Ooh, and here we go. Rewind starting to get some stagger of his own going. A beautiful read. Those are the kind of reads that you make against these zoners that have the aerial projectiles. They're not easy, but if you can sneak a forward dash under those projectiles, it can be so rewarding. Like a double dash under a Superman laser early enough, although that one's kind of more busted. But yeah, those forward dash reads are really smart. Like right there, like if you do 2, you know, it can be very rewarding.
Yeah, because they can react to you doing the forward dash, but if you do another one, you know, they're not banking on that. And Cyborg, he does have a very different projectile game in the air. How he can shoot 1, he can meter burn it for 2, different angles.
Booyah, baby! Oh, top 5, possibly even top 1 mid-match pop-off when you take a bar of life.
Yo, can we make that the new standard? Instead of let's go,
Booyah!
everybody just starts saying booyah.
Booyah!
Stuck in the
I want to see
crowd.
cannons in the chat, or in the chat and the crowd.
Frames. Jumping in. Ooh, trying to go for a whip punish there. Good block by Hero on that cross up. Crossed up very late. And I love the way Rewind is using that meterless cat dash just to close the distance.
had enough of you.
I can't be tamed.
Following that drone, and that overhead boot, he can create some interesting mix-ups there that you really have to lab, because there aren't many options, but it can catch you off guard.
You can see the mind game is being played here. Oh, a nice punish. Not for much, but it pushes Rewind back full screen. And Rewind using meter burn roll, cat dashes, all that seemingly as a run button to close that distance. Tries to backdash. The counter was there. Meter burn roll again, plus frames, armors out. Rewind's gonna have to open him up twice. Not able to capitalize on that meter burn cat dash. We're going to a game number 5. What's it gonna be, Rewind?
Cyborg wins.
Oh my goodness. Again,
Things just
I'm raising
turned
the
around.
questions.
The Flash, Catwoman.
Hero killer. And it's interesting that Rewind is going to stick it out with Catwoman here, who's probably just playing a number game, because, like I said, I've only seen Catwoman do well against Cyborg, but
Fighters approaching
every
slaughter
matchup number
zone.
I think has been thrown out the window when it comes to Hero Killer Stain, right? And
Everything's a 9-1 in
Yeah.
his favor.
everything becomes 7-3 Cyborg, it seems. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you're from, I don't care what you do, as long as you play Cyborg.
Instantly burning that first bar. I caught it off, man. Don't worry.
I feel dirty for that one. Anyways, back.
I didn't know what to say to it. I was just gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
I got you.
let's just let that one die. Oh, the empty jump into the low, but Rewind, no commitment. Rare one there, but Hero Killer still maintaining the slight lead, which is very annoying. And again, Rewind 2 for 2. Oh my God, he gets the conversion now. Oh, in the middle of me thinking he was gonna drop that, he picked it right up. That was kind of godlike. Rewind.
That was pretty. That was pretty sick conversion there. And that is gonna close out that first health bar. Rewind in prime position. We'll see what Hero has to say about it. 383 damage left to do. Creating that space. Ooh! That knee. Just look at that knee.
Look at that knee.
Just look at that knee.
Counter-revolution starts here.
Now here we go. Even health bars. Jump in. That is a punish. Hero gonna have to be a little bit more mobile. Forward dashes.
Oh,
He's
no!
gonna put himself in the trap. He is. Meter burn back 3.
Diana's had enough of you.
I can't be tamed.
Oh, the room was out. Oh, not blocking the overhead. That's so sneaky. But it looks like it's always been low overhead how he's timing it. Oh, overcommitment and the punish.
Ooh.
I'm just toying with you.
You can't even move the chains.
Now Hero didn't have a bar to launch right there. Cyborg not known for his, conventional punish, B&Bs being huge damage, but the real damage comes from being full screen against this man. Dealing with the traits. Tries to wake up. Rewind if he had had a bar to have been over with.
And
Wake up again.
it's so rare to see him wake up like that. And actually a little bit of panic out of Hero Killer in a decisive game 5. And that is going to do it for his run here in week number 5. As Rewind going to stop a reverse 3-0 in its tracks to move on the loser side of the bracket. Woo.
Now, I think I see what Hero was trying to go for there, because he forward dashed out of the corner quite a few times. And, I guess he thought that Rewind would have made that read to where he was going to forward dash out. And because we don't really see Hero wake up that often, especially with that wake up that he just got stuffed twice there. So he may have just been banking on, the way he's been conditioning as far as Oki in the corner and what he's been doing. Just didn't pay off for him there. Rewind able to take it. That Catwoman looking crisp tonight. Rewind sending Hero home for the week. Up next is Gur and Nyx. As Aquaman said, the battle of the Northeasterners.
Northeasterites? Northeasters? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
I like Northeasters. Just keep it that way.
Northeasters.
Gur and Nyx. It's, do
you think that there's a Northeaster bunny?
I doubt
it.
Okay. Stop. At this point, I don't know who Nyx is going to be planning on bringing into this because his manta has looked so good for so long. But Gur, I'm pretty sure going to be bringing the Atom. We saw a little bit of his manta Sunday or yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry, Saturday.
Saturday this week. That's right.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. It could be a Manta Mirror. It could be Manta Atom. It could be Darkseid Atom. I don't know. We're about to find out, though. And hopefully we get those polls going. I don't know if they're a thing tonight or not, but I want to see who you guys got.
Let's see. They're working on polls right now. So hopefully,
Sick.
look at the next one. Oh, man. Am I putting this in wrong? No, I'm not. Trying to get Nyx in here. Oh, wait. Never mind. Nyx! Are we doing a normal thing? Yep. I'm tripping balls, guys. Don't mind me. The whole Northeaster bunny killed me. Oh, that was the dumbest. That may have been that was one of the dumbest things I've ever said. Like, hands down.
I don't know.
Okay, well, like to myself.
I don't know.
I have said some dumb stuff. Superman's here to check me all night. All right? All night long. Somewhere in the world. Where's he at nowadays? Oh, there! Oh!
There he is. There he is. The man's always got his eyes on you. You know how this man's air laser works. It tracks.
He used to be...
Man always knows.
he used to come up full screen. Now he kind of surprises us.
Yeah.
I think that we should get like a voiceover from someone that sounds like Superman to go like stop it or something. You know, like the toasty, but like something.
Well, I was just about to say that, dude. Why don't we have that?
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it. Put it on the board.
Have a voice clip,
Put that on the board.
I mean, come on. It's NRS. We got to have something reminiscent of Toasty in here. Come on.
Superman popping up with a smug face, just like, that wasn't funny.
Have the music that plays when he takes a health bar. When he stands there and he says, you know, whatever Superman says, and you have the music in the background. I don't know. Be creative.
All right.
And we are getting Atom and Darkseid Aquaman.
Darkseid. Oh my goodness, that crossed up. I think because... Okay, this is going to sound terrible, but I think that the Atom just burned himself by having such a small hitbox. Because he got over that hitbox so fast. Makes it hard to block. Good reaction to the jump attempt. And it's kind of crazy how much Mortal Kombat Nyx plays with Darkseid. So, down one... Everyone looks at Nyx and sees him go down one, down one, down one. But it's for a reason that he gets away with it, because you're always respecting the knee afterwards. What just happened? I don't even know. But I
don't even think
it's very similar to like Kotal players and Kenshi players, where it's usually down one special cancel 100% of the time. But if you're waiting for that special move, by the time you've reacted to the down one, like him not canceling it, it's too late, and it's already another down one on the screen. So it's really a mind game that Nyx is playing with those down ones that most people look at and go, "Oh man, he's mashing, man." No, he's conditioning.
Up your nose.
This feeble effort insults me.
I'm glad that you explained that, Aquaman, because and not every character is going to have something like that. But Darkseid definitely is one of them. That knee is so good. Gives him a free Parademon, sends you full screen. It's plus on block. You have to respect something like that, but Parademon's out, coming in. Gur is not out of this thing. That double Omega Beam conversion was pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Ooh, at the
Nice down one!
Okay, so he's playing MK even more. We got anti-crossover down ones. Man. Nick's coming out swinging. And Gers says that, I had talked with him last time I had these two played. I think it was actually on a Clash, and he was like, I wasn't too sure if he just didn't like the dark side matchup with Adam, which is very interesting. But also because of the familiarity that Nyx has with Gur because of NLBC and the Northeast tournaments. So he's like, I know Nyx is someone that is one of the few that he doesn't actually like to play because of I don't know if it's matchup or familiarity or both, but something's definitely there.
Fighters approaching Brainiac.
But it looks like it. It looks like Nyx has a good grasp of the matchup and Gur's gameplay. Like I said, he's playing a lot of mind games in there that are kind of hidden.
Immediately starting with the trait, but it's not gonna matter. Caught him with the low. Oh baby, that stomp hit so hard, man. Oh,
the call out!
What a read! Oh, I love it. That's my favorite read of all time, man.
And straight into the unblockable. 2 hits, 300 damage. See you later. Whoa!
And Gur is pissed.
That thing has a 99.9% hit rate, Echo, on War of the Gods.
Oh, I know. That's where you do not want to find yourself. But Gur playing really risky. A lot of these teleports are being full combo punished. Chasing him down with the Omega Beam.
Jeez. This is a clinic right now.
And I love the throw. He had the read on the air tech.
Oh!
Did the throw. What? Omega Beams! Nyx, calm down, sir!
I don't know. Oh my god.
Dark side wins.
Back to my point. I was trying to say I love the air tech read. And then going into the throw to keep it unclashable, and then whatever that was at the end, absolutely
He didn't
insanity.
do anything wrong. He made every right decision for a good 20 seconds straight.
Dark side.
Oh my! I would be disgusted as an opponent that happened to. I know Gur just sat there for a good 10 seconds, getting shooting star through outer space, not knowing what just happened.
Somebody cue the music.
Yep. Bringing him back down to Earth because Nyx took him to another planet. They were actually playing on Apocalypse there.
We'll see what happens here. Man, Gur is going to have to find some sort of rhythm. Man, he's getting hit by the Parademons and the overheads, the meter burn, back three, backhanded. Look at that damage. Good catch and a good crouch by Gur. No conversion.
Oh, and how many times is wake
there, but
up Omega Beam gonna work here, Echo? And that's something new that he's been doing.
it is. You know, whatever his reads are, it usually pays off. And it didn't work that time. Ooh. Little float there. Okay, Gur turning up. Good block. See if he'll be able to build some meter. No, that jump three. Too strong. Gur is going to have to be careful with those ground pounds. A lot of them are getting seemingly whiff punished, I should say. But Nyx he's got the read on when those stomps are coming and just teleports right over him. Most of the time, full combos. And teleports galore for us. Backdash. Parademon coming out with that stomp getting beat out. Jump in, good blocks, plus frames.
And
Nyx doesn't care.
Yeah, he has no fear right now, at all. And how do you? Oh my goodness, that was a gorgeous hold on the Parademon and the block afterwards as well, kind of covering every option as Nyx is now a single hit away from sending Gur.
Ooh, baby!
One more hit, we got some scramble. The Omega Beam's gonna be the punish. 3-0. Hazardous Nyx in the building. Sending Gur home for the night. What a display of dark side. And we don't see that out of anybody else in this scene.
No, we don't even see Darkseid out of anybody
Nyx
else.
is
in this scene.
Darkseid 70% of the time, however many matchups that he picks Darkseid.
It really showed how well, not only that he knew, how well he knows Darkseid as a character, but how well he knows that matchup. You kind of mentioned it earlier, but you know, the kind of mix up on Oki against Adam. Is he going to wake up meter burn teleport or just wake up teleport in general? Or is he going to do back forward 2, which is, you know, where he turns small. If you crouch to block the teleport, he's going to back forward 2 to go over you. If you block hide for the back forward 2, there's a chance he could teleport and punish you for not blocking fast enough on the cross up. But Nyx, even when he saw back forward 2, had the Omega Beams ready. I think he even had a Parademon conversion with a punish in there somewhere for the back forward 2. It's just very rare that you see somebody capitalize on that situation as well as Nyx just did. Plus everything else. That second game was absolute insanity, man. Nothing he did was wrong at all. Just all the right reads.
And that's a culmination of so many things. You know, player skill, the adaptation, I don't know, you know, just getting such a read on your opponent, and just being in a zone, disgusting. As we're going to be moving on the winner's side of the bracket now.
You could actually see how confident Nyx was in that matchup. And the worse, it got worse the more wins that he accumulated. Once we were in that game 3, dude, he was just swinging. He had no fear. Like, come on. As Aquaman just mentioned, we are getting into the winner side of this bracket. Method, SylverRye versus Emperor Combat coming up next. This is bound to be a barn burner for sure.
Yeah, and
SylverRye bringing in Hellboy.
These two have played quite often here on War of the
Yes.
Gods, especially last season. I think they met like 3 weeks in a row. It was like the last 2 weeks in the finale. Like they just met like back to back to back. It was insane. And I expect back and forth here. I don't think that there's a clear favorite on paper with how many times these two have played and how close it's been in the matchup itself. You know, Firestorm having a lot to deal with Hellboy shenanigans and vice versa. So this can be a good one. And let's see what the chat thinks. Polls up. And so far, it's a SylverRye's favorite. The chat held the L on the last game with was about 60 or about 60 something 30 something in favor of Gur. Actually on the last one because polls are back up. Let's go.
I'm actually wondering if SylverRye is going to bring out Batman right now. I saw him post the other day that he's kind of taking a second look at Batman and how strong he is.
He actually is going to go Batman here, and he has had a lot of success when he's gone back. Like I said, a character that can control the game.
Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
I've heard this character's been number one
also,
aside from one patch.
Also,
phase.
if you watched IPS Online West, you saw Nubcakes utterly destroy everyone that entered that tournament. Woo! It got gross. Not DR gross, but just regular gross.
Oh, look out. Combat.
Ooh, that was a reset.
The blocks and the backdash catching the back 2-3. Ooh, nice read. Starfish for everybody.
Good reaction to the move and roll, but recovering in time there is SylverRye, but this has been a rough start here for SylverRye, but that tends to happen against these characters like Firestorm, where they can just take huge chunks of your health bar off one mistake. And it's hard to get back into a match, especially with a character like Batman, who doesn't do the biggest damage, especially with the resources to get the restands and try to go for those resets. So we're right here, except running out of resources now, and it's going to be hard. And no bar there for the reset. He was hoping, I know that SylverRye was hoping he was going to build it on the startup of that grappling hook, but unfortunately didn't get it. But this has been all control for SylverRye so far, but the more health he loses, the more unfortunate the rest of the situation gets. And sit back down, sir.
Oh! The parry! The read by SylverRye. I don't think he read the bounce cancel, but regardless, that was sick. And that could be the end of that first game. Combat taking it fairly convincingly. And as you mentioned, SylverRye did have, you know, a lot of momentum closing out that first health bar for a minute, but he had no resources to really I don't think he broke 200 damage and out of any of the combos that he did, and he opened up combat like 4 times.
But
so he just didn't have the resources to work with.
Yep. But he did make a really good comeback, and he got settled. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too late, but here in game number 2, he, you know, if he continues to play the way that he was on a roll there for a little bit, he'll be just fine. Oh, beautiful.
Ooh. Those mech bats, a lifesaver in a situation like that. 289 put on the table. Meter burn forward 3. Probably read that backdash. That's why he didn't commit to that back 2. But combat, corner switch, restand, back 2, forward 3.
Into the down 1. That was kind of cheeky there. The restand into the throw. Look at the damage added on top of damage. The man's health bar is burning right now. There's be some big boy damage right here from the bats. Dropped in, no hard knockdown, but gets a little whip punish, and meterlessly gonna close out with the grappling hook. That was a beautiful sequence by SylverRye.
Don't waste my time.
Yes, it was. Good read there by combat. Meter burn starfish.
I'm a nuclear powered badass.
And they get
Both
the special move to gain the little bit of meter as well, and a rare.
I hope this isn't your best. We'll get more creative.
A very rare meter burn cancel there by combat, coming off a lot of resources for that, but ended up paying off as he gets that wager off of SylverRye. This man still has level 3, guys. We might be seeing someone get cooked. But now combat needs it. As one more hit, it does force something.
We've got to stop this. How'd you think this would go?
Trade's not going to be in combat's favor. Didn't have the bar on the initial molten trap. Tried to catch him again, but it didn't work. Spinning that bar. He does still have level 3. Bag dashes right into the up batarang. Going to have the bar for the restand. Upward. No, he didn't. Ooh.
That has got to be one of the things that you just never see coming. No matter how much, no matter how much you know that Batman has the ability to do that particular mix-up, who doesn't just commit to back 2-3 because there's like almost no downside to it, right? But he had the bat to back it up. It was technically a safe mix-up at that point. Well, some characters you have to very, very, very harshly time a meter burn forward 3, I think, to get the punish, even with the mechanical bat out. But wow, SylverRye putting it on the line there. That was beautiful. And avoided the level 3 trait when it mattered most after that wager on the second bar.
Yes, he did. I was going to talk about
easy,
that.
Guys. Okay, Firestorm sucks. Just don't get hit in that situation.
Good. Dude, just block. You'll be good. Meter burn forward 3. SylverRye may have reacted to combat picking up that barrel and the cross up. Jesus. Health bar deleted.
Oh, what a weird trade right there. He got the hit with the meter burn 4-3, but the down 1 into the bolt trap, getting the hit, and then he's gonna get sucked in the bolt trap after the armor. That was weird.
That is weird. Ooh.
Look, patience, and here's the punish. Oh, don't commitment, Mike.
It's so gross, man. Oh, wow, down 2. Okay.
But SylverRye once
SylverRye
again
playing fearless.
Once again surviving. Still holding a commanding health lead here. This is nothing but pressure on combat, who's probably not going to get another level 3 to play with this entire match unless he can mount some giant comeback here without getting touched. That's level wager as well.
That was a good read.
And there's step 1 in the comeback. Take the first bar. Step 2, survive. Survive. Okay, guys, this is unprofessional. It's mid-match, but we actually have a whiteboard here, a whiteboard here of days quoted without quoting Tropic Thunder or Nacho Libre, and we're always at 0. Anyways, back into the matchup. Combat has been able to survive all the way back to getting that level 3 trait. Almost has a bar as well. Oh, God, what a bad that.
We got him, Professor.
Don't bet on it.
Burn a bar apiece. But honestly, combat, I was going to say, yeah, he's still got level 3 at his disposal. A lot of launchers. SylverRye's got to be careful. And he very well was.
What?
Tried to back forward 3. The Trailblazer through the gap. Not 9:42 remaining. Jumps on the Batarang. SylverRye turns it around. 2-1.
It looks like ever since he got comfortable in that game number 1, after he had lost a bar and a half instantly, he's really found a foot here in this matchup and just hasn't taken his foot off the gas pedal. It's been really clean play by SylverRye so far. A couple of situations, fortunately, going in his favor against combat, like a couple of tricky situations, like the breaking of the armor. Ooh! If I just saw a conversion off of that, which I think combat could have had, that would be disgusting. But yeah, he just played it so solid, making the right decisions, and it seems like when he needs it most. And he's avoided that blue trait like the plague. Oh! And just like his Batman brethren over there, Nubcakes, a lot of meter number 4-3 working out.
One of the better forward 3s in the game. Can you imagine if it was double hitting though? Instant air dash. Oh, anti-aired with the fireball. Wound up getting a trade, but tried to Trailblazer through that mech bat, but it doesn't matter. Wakes up with the Trailblazer the other way.
Ooh, gonna have got this in there for the full combo here. Breaking out that gauntlet. Hello. Going for some optimals there. It looked like with the jump 3, but did it a little too low, so the active frames actually didn't happen. Oh, look at that stun. Are you kidding me? He's going to try to force out this wager before coming off that level 3 trade, guys. Always keep that on in the back of your mind when watching Firestorm. And now it might be too late for SylverRye because he can do a lot of unclashable damage with that thing.
Yes, he can. Especially with almost 2 bars. He could do a lot of unclashable damage. Fireballs, but SylverRye with the meter burn forward 3.
Whoa!
And I think he had that read right there. I think that was a read and a half. All the way from corner to corner, coast to coast.
Temperature's rising. I never quit.
Combat's got to find an opening. If he's going to finish SylverRye off, he has to find an opening. SylverRye playing it patient. 1 mech bat and the read.
I hope this isn't your best. We're just getting warmed up.
Ooh. There with that blast. Still
Lot of
level 3.
checks.
Chuck hasn't popped it right now just to have the added damage on these projectiles. Trying to force the mechanical bat and finally gets him off it. And the immediate check with the down 1. Again, after blocking that mechanical bat, then he doesn't have to worry about the neutral killer. No block stun on it. Just swing. And we're going to another game number 5 here in this week's top 8 early on.
This is a really good set.
Batman. Firestorm.
You're going to stick with Batman and SylverRye. Yo, where's the black and white one again?
Oh, look at the shoulder
Okay.
pads. All right, Bruce. Oh, I changed. Dang.
That mask is sick, though. All right, here we go. SylverRye, I'm going to refresh the chat just to be sure. But it looks like SylverRye is winning the vote, or the poll, 16-9. What the? Yo, we're not in the next match yet. What are these names?
What are these names? Oh, God.
We all know who it is anyway, I guess.
I mean, Nubcakes is playing Batman on the right anyway. Full screen trades here. The slow walk down here from SylverRye with the trait loaded. Ooh. Interesting that we never really see combat use this many projectiles and effectively at that. He's actually catching a lot of anti-airs, a lot of approach attempts.
Really good blocks there by Combat in this corner. Back 3, max range, and an instant down 2 in response to that instant air dash. Upward battering for the plus frames. Tried to shimmy a little bit there. Combat not biting the bait, but the classic. Get yourself back in here, sir. We're not done. Nice parry. You don't see that many parries coming out of Batman players, but man, Silver has used that parry successfully 2 or 3 times now.
Yes, he has. You know, that's just credit to the player. Oh, that's gonna be a good punish.
Temperature's rising. I never quit.
Batman always a man of very few words in these clashes. SylverRye maintaining that control we saw earlier in this set. Almost got the people's double connected. That down one actually getting the punish. The extended range on that bad boy. And he's going to be able to get the kill. Very good to opt for the close restand with the plus flames, but not close enough to guarantee the pressure as he's able to backdash out of there. This is all free damage for SylverRye, trying to put Combat into losers right now in week number 5. A lot of hits done there. And no air escape for Combat. That was disgusting how fast he was able to put those things out of there and disrespected him a little bit at the end. Screw it. Down one, down one, down one. SylverRye into winners finals.
That air tech read though, those are my favorites, dude. Whether it's, whether I make the read or somebody else, it's a beautiful read, no matter the context or the situation. It's always just so beautiful to watch. SylverRye, congratulations on winners final, sir. Combat is going to go down to losers in a well-fought 5-game set there. There you go.
And now we're going to have Nubcakes versus Hayate. Nubcakes just coming off his IPS Online West win, and now he is in. Also, did anyone else catch that?
I did. Did you see the champion there?
Did you see?
What a god.
Our champion's actually already been set for the tournament. But Nubcakes getting all the points for the Injustice Pro Series and already at like 8th place for the entire series. Getting his 125 points, plus 5 points he already had, putting him at 130, which is really good on the season so far. So shouts to him. He had a wonderful performance on Sunday and on Saturday as well here on War of the Gods, making winner's side with a very tight match with Nyx, Game 5, if I remember correctly. I probably don't. Coming in here in this match. And
we never do.
Looks like the guy to beat after that performance on Sunday. Gotta say, I'm just throwing it out there. Looking pretty good, but Hayate's on a great tear himself with Vianality and this week's top 8 back-to-back as well. It should be a good match.
Yeah, it really should, man. Like I said at the beginning of this thing, this couldn't play out any better. I mean, 2 character specialists, Robin versus Batman, Canada versus US. It's just it's going to be a nice one to watch here. Especially because we rarely get to see Hayate, and I could almost say the same for Nubcakes as of late. I mean, we saw him a lot, obviously in previous seasons, but when we do see Nubcakes, man, he shows up every time he signs up and he says, "I'm going to be there." Boy, is he ever! And so it's going to be fun to watch.
Hayate had a really good run this week. 3-0 over Jimmy Von Vitti. That's an OG right there, if you guys don't know. Going back to MK9. 3-1 over Rainbow Pride. 3-2 over Semiij. He put Semiij in losers early. What a match that was. Footsies were played, let me tell you guys. And then 3-1 over HoneyBee to get here in this top 8. And Nubcakes, couple of close ones, but almost the same story. They've lost the same amount of games coming in this top 8, Echo. How's Nubcakes' path here?
3-1 over Gainar 6 and Triclops 3-0 over Sounds Like Pause and 3-2 over Hazardous Nyx.
Batman.
Yeah, we are getting it. Here we go, baby. This is it.
All right, what is the chat thinking in this matchup? Because I have no idea, guys.
Dude, I don't either.
It's actually slight favor for Hayate right now in the votes, guys. Put them in. Top of the chat. Except for mobile users. Rest in peace. It's on the way. It's in the works. Devs are working on it.
Nice read. Just come out the gate here as Hayate with that jump normal. And no block stun. Seemingly guaranteeing a throw in that situation. Not always, but you know, with no block stun, that throw comes very easy. Especially after 3 trait bats like that.
Ooh, looking for that max distance down too was Hayate right there. Not spaced enough. Okay, so that's a situation where Nubcakes and any Batman player is not used to being pressured like that or just openly swung on while a mechanical bat's active because they're like, wait a minute, I could shut this down real quick. But Hayate's no fear to begin with and not afraid to challenge those bad boys.
Oh! A lot of interesting exchanges here. Interesting conversions. And a lot of whiffs and a DP that was chipped.
I've never needed you.
And Hayate seems to always know the exact max range of that DP.
Okay, he's trying to get this last bit of life off of Hayate, but again, I'm talking about the lack of fear on Hayate's end is paying off so much in this matchup right now.
You're dead to me.
Oh, and I thought for a second maybe he jumped one too many times, but wound up getting a reset with a cross-up. Hayate wants to use that alligator, possibly. Nope, getting out of range. And what a bait by Nubcakes right there.
My legend will eclipse yours.
Don't be so sure.
Nubcakes tossed out the grapple, released the mech bat, and then either reacted or was just going to throw that grapple again. But either way, he got a nice little combo there. Forcing the clash as well.
Oh, staggering a stand one into a 4-3. Nubcakes loves that 4-3. I actually got to cast the West event on Sunday, so he did so many raw 4-3s, it was insane, and I was kind of disgusted at how often it worked out for him. He's just, I don't know, it's so effective yet simple. Oh, would it be for Ketzel Hayate? This could be his comeback right now, looking for a shimmy. And rightfully so, off the what could have been block stun of the Broderang.
Somebody's about to get risky. Who's it going to be first? Nubcakes takes the hit from that smart Broderang. The alligator is in play. 61 hit points remaining for Hayate. The backdash by Nubcakes after crossing Hayate up. 43 hit points versus 126. One combo, one opening, one throw is going to end it all for somebody in this first game. 47 seconds remaining. Jump in, and the Vine.
Are you kidding?
11.28, and that is chip damage. Hayate keeping composure, doing Panda proud.
Are you
out of here?
Are you kidding me right now? You clip that last 30 seconds, and you put that bad boy on Twitter and tell me that wasn't phenomenal Injustice 2. Patience, everything was there. Oh my goodness.
Robin.
SylverRye in the chat saying that Vine actually crossed Nubcakes up. That's pretty disgusting.
Which means it's unblockable.
Fair and balanced. Akio has it right. Fair and balanced.
Oh my
Fighters
goodness.
approaching Kondak.
Oh. Wow. That was a great, again, sequence by these players. And I love it when it comes down to the wire and how the game and the match just slows down. But like it speeds up and slows down at the same time. It's perplexing.
Both of these guys have made a name for themselves, clutching out wins seemingly when you think they're about to lose. They find that comeback factor, that clutch factor, and now they're going head to head. Hayate pulled one out of his hat with that crossed up vine swing, overheads. Ooh, and tried to crouch, which sometimes does actually work with the swoop, but a down one parry, not sure.
I'm the future of crime fighting.
He may have actually been baiting a down. He might have been thinking that he was going to get a down one on block into the parry to bait a counter poke, and he wound up getting the hit and gave Hayate enough time to react. A lot of work here for Nubcakes now. And a down 1-2, knowing that jump 2 was going to completely whiff. Woo! Everyone's favorite wake up.
For another reset tempo. I mean, there's no downside to how he's staggering and doing that forward 3 because at worst you're plus on block. At worst you're plus on block. What a time to be alive. What Hayate, ever since winning that.
Calm down yet?
That's ironic coming from you.
That. I don't even know what to call it. Scrambled. Looks like playing a little bit more free and relaxed. Has some momentum. Beautiful challenge on the approach as well. He is not afraid to swing against Nubcakes, and that, I think, has been so effective. I think it's catching Nubcakes off guard because, again, Batman players are used to control.
That's exactly what Batman is all about. Controlling that neutral space. Tried to meter burn roll, not enough. Hayate up 2-0.
Robin wins.
Nubcakes not playing bad at all.
And this is a guy that
Hayate is just...
He only lost like
right
2 games in the entire tournament on Sunday to win that event as well. But like I said, both of these guys are coming in with like equal momentum. Hayate with a second place at Vianality, and in this War of the Gods, his first real, huge run. He put Semiij in losers. He put HoneyBee in losers. This is a clash of some Titans that are very, very. How do I say this? They got it both on fire here.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's not much I can add to that. Nubcakes, phenomenal weekend. Hayate has had a lot of success, and it's very uncommon for a character loyalist, such as Robin, Batman. Debatable where they are in the tier list, depending on who you ask. But these guys don't even care. They want to play these characters. They know who fits their play style, and they've been putting in the work and respecting that low trait. That overhead coming in for the full combo damage. Forward 3 wouldn't have crossed up, but Nubcakes delayed the wake up.
And again, getting aggressive and challenging. Nubcakes, while he has the mechanical bat health. Oh, catch him. The raw murdering on wake up into some massive damage. Robin. Oh, that first health bar is gone.
One-handed.
And look at him continue to get aggressive on those mechanical bats. This is just beautiful to watch.
Hayate can do no wrong. The man is freestyling, feeling himself, coming in with the overheads. And Nubcakes trying to meet him there in the air, not going to pay off.
I measure up. You don't.
Nubcakes 25% back. The back 2. If that was a hit confirm, I am thoroughly surprised. That happened so quick. Ooh, the cross under. But Hayate with the blocks. Building some bar here. Ooh. And if that was Forever King, that mech bat would have been on its way. The grappling hook, all that stuff. But Nubcakes had no meter anyway. Nubcakes not out of this just yet. Hayate does have a lot of damage he can put on the table. Should he open Nubcakes up?
And finally getting burned with the aggression on the mechanical bat as well as Nubcakes. Nubcakes should be making those, starting to make those reads that you know, once he gets that mechanical bat out, you might as well send it because you know Hayate is going to swing. Case in point, the man just down dude in his face.
Good blocks and a push block. Burn that bar. He may need that. He's going to have to build it back. Tried to go for a throw, but let the mech back go. Hitting Hayate. Tried to dash under. Getting caught by the jump in. Meter burn roll, the down 2. That is going to do it. Hayate is moving on to face SylverRye in winners finals.
Robin wins.
Congratulations, sir. Sending Nubcakes down to losers. It's really well, but man, that is just fascinating Robin play. That is just perfect Robin play, man.
And,
like you're not going to see that from anybody else.
And like I said, not one to be afraid to challenge Batman. And you know, as much as I'm praising that, it's a double-edged sword, no pun intended. That because of how you can simply be burned by that mechanical bat into a full combo every single time that you press a button. So, take notes, but play with it, you know. In player matches, ranked matches, challenging Batman when he has that mechanical bat, but you also find that you'll get burned if you get overly aggressive against Batman, because that, you know, that's what the character's kind of designed to do. But guys, be right back in just a quick second. We just want to inform you about all the Fortnite stuff going on the site right now, and a lot of Injustice players, believe it or not, are taking full advantage of that. So if you guys stream Fortnite, check out these opportunities for you.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising on just you watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome back.
We hope you enjoyed that Fortnite ad. Man, there's so much Fortnite hype on StreamMe.
It's ridiculous. If you saw there in that ad was actually Mystic Eric, who came on here with his buddy and one of the surprises of the Injustice 2 scene actually on the past couple months, Magic Man, on here playing some Fortnite, and they're actually winning some really good money, not only from the Fortnite stuff, but they're streaming so much that they're on the leaderboard as well, and they're winning money weekly from the leaderboard and from Fortnite.
Hey.
So they are double dipping, and they're making some serious cash. Mystic Eric alone, I think he's at $365 just on his first day of streaming Fortnite, getting a 5-win streak in a row while streaming, and he went for it today too, but I'm not too sure how good he actually did today. But yeah, making a lot of money off of StreamMe, guys. You guys can too. Make an account, start streaming some Fortnite. Just saying.
I mean, the game is free. Streaming on StreamMe is free. Like, dude.
Easy. I mean, listen. It's math so simple, a Starfire player. Anyways, let's get into
Don't go there. Don't cause a riot. Superman, calm down. Which matchup do we have lined up first, by the way? Because we are through the first round now. We're going back down to losers' quarters. But we have 2 matchups down there that are coming up between Nubcakes and Rewind, and then Combat and Nyx. I'm assuming we're going to get into Nubcakes and Rewind first.
We're actually going to be getting into Emperor Nyx versus Hazardous Combat over here, down here on the loser side of the bracket there, Echo.
Hazardous Combat. Okay. I feel you. Whatever that was. Combat and Nyx. Combat and Nyx first. I didn't pay attention to the list. Sorry, Stokes. I know you work hard, and I just don't even pay attention to it. My bad.
Oh no, but that's my bad too. Actually, I missed AFK coming to this King of the Hill, so give me a second.
You know, if you actually played when you didn't AFK, you would lose faster.
Yeah, that's true. But it means more injustice too for the people watching at home, right?
You know, this Superman needs to calm down, bro.
Yo, Soups. I actually, before we went live tonight,
God.
I said Soups might be going into overtime tonight. I plan on saying a lot of dumb stuff, and I've unintentionally kept my promise so far.
It's always you give yourself that OS, it's okay.
Yep.
You know, it's just a meme then.
Although I appreciate what Emperor Nyx did, which he picked Sub-Zero against me since he does the most damage in the game and he's absolutely broken.
When are people gonna wake up, dude?
Yo, I'm getting hit by 600 damage combos right now, like free. Anyways.
Yeah, but you know what they would say?
Paulo
Well,
in the
it
chat,
costs a
listen,
bar.
Paulo's in the chat, and Paulo knows. Paulo knows I'm not one to downplay Sub-Zero. And he knows too. Just saying. Where's my boy Neptune at, though? That's what I want to know. Did Neptune compete this week?
You know, I don't remember seeing him in the bracket, but it was, you know, the different day, the whole Saturday thing, so I'm not sure. But I don't remember seeing him in the brackets, but I could be wrong. I usually am.
All right, Combat was just talking in the chat about the matchup, and he said that he's not playing Firestorm?
He's not playing. Yeah, he's not playing Firestorm. That's what he said.
Looks like he's picking
Is
Firestorm
that a
to
good
me.
decision? I don't even know which one he is.
I mean, so I think they're playing a mind game of Manta and Firestorm right now, and they need to just hit and select and then mind F each other. They are both confusing me.
Yeah, I don't know who is on which side, but
I respect the mind game being played, though.
You know what, NRS? I know the timer goes off after however many seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is, and then you hear the little ticks. Get rid of the ticks. That way we don't have to deal with this crap.
Those are off.
Just let it pick. Yep. Just let it do it.
Oh no, it's getting down to the wire.
Dark side.
Hey, Combat! Blue Beetle! Get absolutely bodied if he didn't mean to choose Beetle.
No, he was one away from Firestorm, got bodied.
Woo! On Boo, get wrecked, kid.
Begin.
Man, oh man.
Look at this. Look at this man. Pick a Blue Beetle and swing him with 1-1-1. Are you nuts? 800-year gap in 1-1-1 from Beetle.
No, you learned that the hard way, didn't you, Aquaman?
Damn right, I learned the hard way.
Every single time, Dinah's all over it. But the jump 2 gonna pay off now.
Oh!
Combat may know some DMBs with this character. 500. Darkseid does take a lot of damage when he gets hit.
Blue Beetle does do a lot of damage when he gets the hit too. 1-1-1, isn't that +2 on block or something like that?
+2.
Yeah.
Yes. But as you mentioned, it does have that big gap in between the second and third hit. 6 frames blow it up, and the raw down forward 1. As you see, the gap is exposed right there, even though it wasn't interactable. Ooh, tried to go with the back 2. May have tried a forward 2 and got crossed up. I'm not sure. Back 2 is a pretty solid answer.
Forward 2 might have worked in that situation too. Moves him forward, and it has that high hitbox that would have anti-aired.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to pick Blue Beetle in this situation. I mean, he's got the combos, but you can tell the comfort is just not there, and Nyx with the overhead low block and the punish. Overextending there a little bit. The jump 2 straight into down forward 1. This may actually have the damage. I'm not sure. Missed the jump 3.
Ooh.
Oh no!
I really like that backdash by Combat there to avoid any kind of mix off that teleport. But I think in that situation, it might not be a bad idea just to swing with instant jump 1. I think it's going to be most of the options. I mean, if you're acting to teleport anyway. Ooh, whip that instant
Ooh,
jump.
jumps out of the throw.
If Nyx wasn't crouched, I think that instant jump 2 might have crossed up. Oh, he's holding so many mix-ups right there off that jump 3. There we go. A little bit disrespectful, I like it.
That truck's got to be coming at some point. There it is. Tried to OTG with it. Good block by Nyx.
Big,
Oh, and overextended.
big whiffs here. The Parademon, I mean, that was just going to put him within chip and on life alert regardless. Not a bad showing from this man's Blue Beetle, but I don't know if it was intentional. He may have gotten bodied.
No, there's no question if you ask me. The man was one character away from Firestorm. Wound up getting bodied by the timer. Even though the ticks were going, there it is, the Firestorm pick. That's what he wanted the first time around.
Now, how sad would it be
how
sad would it be if he loses worse than he did with Blue Beetle right now? I love this, like those kind of stories, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I did see what you were talking about in the chat where he said, I'm not playing Firestorm. But, man, he better put in work right now.
I mean, guys, can we be serious here? This is the World of Gods, so I feel comfortable telling you guys this. Just get the hit. Just level 3 trait, and then matchups don't matter. Because this is looking worse than his Blue Beetle right now.
Have to be honest, it kind of is.
Ooh. Going for the John Nitty special. The down one Molten Trap getting absolutely blown up here by Nyx, who looks like he has a handle on this matchup. Couple of spikes here, though. Uh-oh. We're starting to freeze.
That was a raw punish on those Omega Beams. Didn't have the bar to capitalize on it. Air techs immediately. All his resources are gone. He's nowhere near a health lead. He's nowhere near getting rid of Nyx's first health bar. Nyx coming in with the low. Can't launch. No resources. Can't launch. But can launch right there, but he didn't commit to it.
Oh,
and he committed there, and it was all on block.
A little bit too late right there. Ooh. Shutting down that Pandemic kick. And there's the reaction to the teleport there with the jump one I was talking about earlier.
I'm the nuclear-powered badass.
Oh my goodness. I can't. I'm actually kind of shocked that that down one didn't punish that teleport.
Yeah, it's gimmicky to do those teleports like that, but man, it can work sometimes. Nice cross up.
Oh, with no bar. And
Nyx, good block.
On my knees here, and he's overextending so much when he actually gets the bar too. The Parademon coming out to stop the Trailblazer in its tracks.
Dark side
As Hazardous Nyx takes a swift and commanding 2-0 lead on Combat. One of the favorites this week. Purely based on chat before we actually went live.
Dark side.
I think 2 people were like, yo, Combat's got this. And I was like, yo, we have a favorite to win.
Well, to be fair, 15 minutes before the broadcast, there are, a couple people that wait there. What seems like, they've been there all day, just waiting for the timer to start ticking down.
And I respect you guys.
Jumping right into those Omega Beams.
Ooh. It caught Nyx off 2 bars there as well with that back 3 that's just almost like a rubber band when that thing gets wound up. That thing takes off.
Not going to be able to punish the recovery on that air Omega Beam. Parademon coming out, but just stopped it. Just hit Nyx at the right time.
Getting hit by a lot of those low beams.
Woo!
The anti-life equation will be mine.
Nyx just walking underneath Combat. Not to get anything going. The jumpers aren't working. Nyx has pretty good blocks. I say that as he falls apart after the block jump 3. And ooh! That's a read right there because if you notice anything whiffed, like any whiff special move that makes someone travel full screen, Nyx always has like an Omega Beam waiting there to punish them.
Right.
If you see something whiff,
yeah.
he's always got that punish on deck.
Whiff throw, not going to go punished. Good block. Nyx coming in with the pressure. Now Combat. Good blocks again. Plus frames. Doesn't care. Wow! That crossed up at the last possible frame, and Nick still blocked it. Okay, this is bad news.
Does still have a wager, but look how much bar Combat has. Excellent block, and now all of a sudden, all it takes is one clutch block, guys, and it can take away that scary factor. That was absolutely disgusting. And that is chip damage, and Nyx 3-0 over Combat. That's going to stop Combat's run in its tracks, and Nyx is going to advance here deep in the loser side of the bracket.
Nyx is playing so good tonight, man. He's got the potential to possibly take this week. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. Like, he may actually take this week.
Do we have points right now? I know they're probably not live updated to this particular top 8, but they're updated like up until this week's top 8. And look at that. Nyx is in 3rd place, guys. This guy is mopping here in season number 3.
Combat, by the way, right under him in 4th. Just saying.
And Edmund's saying that Sweet Neptune did not play on Saturday. Rest in peace.
Rip.
That's why we don't have a Sub-Zero in top 8. Just saying. And now we are
up next, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Noble Rewind versus Coalition's Nubcakes.
All right, who is let's just make a read together, but chat feel free to join in on this. Who is Rewind picking against Batman?
Atrocitus.
Ooh.
That's my pick. I saw those tweets, Rewind. I didn't miss it, man. I saw those tweets. You know, I'm gonna say Atrocitus and the possibility of Flash. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You know what? I'm just gonna make a nice solid read here, just for funsies. It's probably gonna be wrong, so I'm actually OSing this with Beetle. And I'm not gonna give you a reason.
That's the stuff. Yeah, that one's a rough one, man.
Batman Mirror Boys, Flash. I see Starfire coming. Lol. Everyone's saying Batman Mirror. I don't think everyone has a Batman.
He's never played it on here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But interesting. And we're at 7-7 on the votes too. This is dead even.
Not anymore.
Oh, hidden select 2? Who are we getting?
Okay. I mean, we know who Nubcakes is rolling with. There's no question, right?
Approaching the Joker's playground.
No way it's a Batman mirror.
There's no point, Nubcakes. There's just no point.
This is literally a Batman mirror.
It's a Batman mirror! Okay, the chat actually called that. You guys are kind of godlike. The chat knew.
How did anybody know? How could anybody know?
I did, dude. Wow.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, Rewind and Nubcakes don't meet up that often, if ever. And we've seen Semiij and HoneyBee get beaten by their characters with this man Rewind. So, you know what? It's not a complete surprise to me. But Rewind just kind of getting worked right now by the Batman Nubcakes for that first health bar. Oh, Rewind in the chat said he was actually going to. Okay. Rewind not looking too good. Has 4 bars.
Yeah, this was... Okay, so I don't know if it's... because Rewind is a very confident man when it comes to mirrors. But I don't know about this one, Coach.
This is somebody that's been playing this character for, I'm just going to say decades.
Eons!
At this point. Eons. Centuries.
Oh my goodness. Can't even land a 4-3 after a connected up batarang. And this man wants to bring out tucked up Bruce Bane in a suit fight. Okay.
You know what? Just, I dare you do it again. It actually would have worked. It actually would have worked. Nubcakes backdash. but that is going to be chip damage alone. Nubcakes take the first game.
All right, rewind. If you were on a stage right now, this was offline, I'd walk up to you and I'd whisper careless whispers in your ear of, don't do what you just did. Pick any other character.
Batman.
But he's always been confident in those mirror picks. Always.
I don't know if I would be after that one.
And I respect his warrior skills. But
he's going to do it.
It's a tough one. If you're going to mirror Nubcakes, you better pick basic Batman. Level 1 gear, starter gear across the board, right? And there's the Atrocitus.
There it is. Okay. Well, you know what? Between the chat and my guess, we're 2 for 2. Now, if he loses this one and picks Blue Beetle, then I guess we all win.
You never know.
Begin.
Ooh. I think it was pretty savage that I don't think you caught it, but we just watched Nubcakes miss an input on a slide, and then he just slid anyway. He actually got that stand 4, and he's like, "Ah, shit," and then he just slid anyway. Nubcakes, you animal! I caught that, by the way. I'm gonna DM him later. I caught that input air. Oh my goodness, the respect of the bats. And you see, that's where someone like Hayate would have just swung, I think. No fear. Oh my goodness, but like I said, sometimes when you want to sling like with that down 1, you get punished for it. And looking for the tech on the combo off the secret sweep. That's so rare, but not spacing the sweep perfect there, looked like, and he's gonna get Dexstar out. Now we got a different game. Oh my!
Oh my God! No fear!
Oh no! He didn't come up the bar. I thought he had one more Dexstar shot in him.
Blind rage is foolish.
Rewind just waiting patient because of that mech bat. Got thrown for his troubles, but wake up, Blood NATO. Ooh!
Oh. If Nubcakes would have committed, I would have thrown up.
That is a raw punish coming off of that mech bat. Only 200 damage done, but it doesn't matter. Bounce cancel the rewind classic. Misses the Blood NATO though. Still trying to shake the rust off. Dexstar is out. Meter burn forward 3. Air tech's out. Shield is up. Mix coming in. Doesn't commit to a bar though. And has no mag bat and he didn't get the punish. I don't even know. Man, he swung into nothing. Oh. What a whip punish.
And committing with a beta string 1-1-1. What a guy. Was that 1-1-2? 1-1-2. Oh!
I can feel your fury.
Then you know what's coming.
And coming in. Oh my goodness. Rewind is using some forbidden.
Calm down yet?
When I've killed you.
Some forbidden things with Atrocitus. Jump into. I like it. This actually was Rewind's day 1 character, if you guys didn't know. He's one mix-up away from taking this, but...
There he is.
Oh,
He's
no!
adding up the chip damage, and that is going to do it! Tied 1-1. Rewind, the Mixmaster, mixes his way to tie up the set.
That is... Oh, my goodness. You put everything on that.
Dude, he had like 6 health points.
And it, you know, for Nubcakes, you got to feel for him because you don't know. Because in that situation, you play the percentage game, right?
Atrocitus.
I would think you would. Where, you know, you think right now, he has a bar, Dexstar's running out, he's going to keep this safe, maybe do a breath, backdash, look for something.
Fortress of Solitude.
And you think that he's not going to take the risk, and he takes the risks. 50-50, boys.
Well, yeah, and in that situation, you know, taking the overhead, you're going to die. taking the Bloodnado, you're gonna die, and taking the chip damage, you're probably gonna die. So it's like, okay, what's he gonna do, and what can I do to get out of it and avoid it? Whoa, dive kicking in. Who knew that Batman? that was so cool. Yes, I knew Batman could do that, but you just don't see it that often. That's unblockable.
That hurt.
The respect right now. Rewind is on complete shutdown. Down one, anti-airs into the backdash. Next star is out. Tried to get the combo. Good blocks by Nubcakes though. Chases him down anyway.
Woo! Rewind turned this thing around in strong fashion. Ooh, the backdash on the 4-3 as well. And there's the raw swing, and no commitment actually paid off there, I think. Another down 2 in the deck start. Oh no, the bad kitty's out. But again, just 2 for 2 on yeah, on Speeder Bird 4-3 through it all.
Nubcakes in a position he is not familiar with as far as this set goes. A tremendous health deficit. Getting pushed to the corner. Is he going to wake up? No. Oh my god.
Ooh,
that's a full punish.
That was so smart right there. Using that to set up a pretty much certain death. Oh! Don't get too close. The siphon's there. Oh yeah, I guess reactivate. Oh god!
And you got to know he's just going to continue to do it. Nubcakes headbutts himself into a 2-1 deficit.
Nubcakes coming into this top 8. You definitely were thinking this was not the performance you were going to see. He's now 1 game away from being knocked out of the bracket, going 0-2 in this top 8. And someone like Rewind was in that bracket on Sunday.
Atrocitus.
A part of some of the craziest games I've ever seen. Blue Beetle versus Dr. Fate is one of the... I'm going to quote... I forgot who it was. It was Punk who went on Twitter and said, I just watched the most boring and hype match I've ever seen at the same exact time. And I have to completely agree. It was the lamest game for 2.5 minutes every single round. And then the conclusions were the hypest thing ever. It was mesmerizing. 8 billion projectiles and then like clutch scrambles.
I love scrambles,
mind blowing.
But I love when people just go wild. But there's 1 hit apiece.
But anyways, 2-1 lead now for Rewind, and this is already setting up good things for this man.
Nubcakes just swinging right now. Not sure what he was trying to get there.
All right, so there's again another situation where you swing on that trait. The reaction was there. Good knowledge, just crouching on the wake up of Atrocitus, and when they do go for that, you got to interrupt, anti that bad boy, get your combo.
Nubcakes building a little bit of momentum here. The bounce cancel works for the 2nd time.
Ooh, that back 2 just caught him raw. Wow. Rewind in full control. Let's see if we get any damage off Nubcake's 2nd bar here. Before loses first bar of his own. Good patience. And oh, the attack.
You saw how late he crouched, which I'm going to assume avoided the hitbox of that vomit just enough so he could get that 6-frame down 2 out of there.
I've actually very rarely, seldom seen you know, Atrocitus like fully commit like that and then cover it. Like that's really smart. Usually you see them just go into vomit and then go for the chip damage, but he went for that one more overhead at the end.
Chasing him down. Forward 2 string. Going to the corner, and Dexter is out yet again. Tries to dash in for the throw as Nubcakes jumping in. The man knows he's on life support.
Oh my goodness!
Go back to Ismalt.
Not without help,
And that is going to do damage. 1 blood NATO, 1 blood siphon. That is it. Rewind. Brings it back.
Atrocitus.
3 games in a row after picking the classic Big Red Machine, who we really haven't seen much of from Rewind since season number 1.
Yeah, that's
stuff.
That's what made him, you know, he started with us in Mortal Kombat X, and we thought about how all these Mortal Kombat players are going to transition into a game like Injustice, because there's so many differences. Feel free to add me on Twitter if you want, and I will debate that all day. There's so many differences between Mortal Kombat and Injustice. It's actually insane. And just how they were going to adapt to being in this game, and he was one of the few that, right out of the gate, was playing at the highest possible level. And it was with Atrocitus. It was so beautiful to watch. And a lot of these young guys that came in with MKX, real young guys, have just been doing so well. Young man's game, young man's reactions. They're doing their thing. So, shoutouts.
I mean, you look at it, Semiij, Rewind, Dragon, just to name a few. Hayate.
Dragon,
Hayate
Dragon just turned 15.
Right?
Like, that's crazy.
And he's actually out there driving, believe it or not. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. And I know Hayate's in the chat, and I was going to mention this. There's not, you don't hear about very many PC success stories, but Hayate is one of them. He came straight from the PC. You know, we usually hear about Xbox versus PlayStation, but Hayate came from the PC world, man.
I actually
in MKX.
I tuned into one of his very first streams, and it was just him in a lab doing stuff with Ronan Takeda, and I was like, is this all that you're streaming? And he goes, yeah, no one plays on PC, so I'm just playing with myself. And I went, fair enough.
Yeah.
He just streamed himself labbing on PC.
Which, you know, Ronan Takeda and Robin, when the game came out and Hayate picked up Robin and that's who he was going to stick with, I was like, well, that makes sense. I can see, you know, the similarities in the two. And obviously, that was the right decision. The man's been putting in work, which we have up next.
Yes.
Method SylverRye versus Panda's Hayate. Here we go. Will Hayate have to go against another Batman, or will he go against the patented SylverRye's Hellboy?
Let's find out. SylverRye definitely watched that match, so he may have taken a few notes and said, you know, I'm not gonna do what Nubcakes did. I'm not gonna get bodied, and stick it out here with Batman and have a game plan, or not. Might just be going with Hellboy. I mean, Hellboy is pretty solid. If we're being honest, pretty solid character. Straight to Batman. Holy crap!
I just saw in the chat that somebody said, and I'm not going to scroll up because it's disgusting. They said that Enchantress Hex should not be backdashable.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
What's Canary supposed to do then? Just get hexed all day?
Well, well, here's the thing. Technically, anything within a certain amount of active frames. Anything within a certain amount of active frames in this game is backdash. Technically.
Well, Enchantress apparently suffers a lot from that.
Unless it just negates it entirely, but if you backdash something in the invincible frames, or in invisible frames, it makes sense. Just saying. As we do get the Hellfire Wagon! Ah! That usually doesn't cross up. That's why I'm kind of triggered right now. It's because I guessed wrong. Holy crap.
The max range down one whip punish. Forward 2. Backing up. Gunshot. SylverRye looking really solid right now. Man, every time Hayate wants to toss something, wants to walk, wants to move, wants to toss a Birdering, he's getting clipped. Shot in the face. Hayate is so good with the leap mind games. You never know when he's actually going to commit. Maybe looking for a wake up. There was Hayate with that meter burn forward 3, or maybe just wanted the plus frames. Good blocks. Doesn't block the low. And SylverRye knows he does not have to do anything. He can sit and block probably until the timer runs out and still win.
Ooh, what an interruption. All over that, and the forbidden mix. Just letting the low rip off of the leap there, and overheads come galore. Such a dirty thing to throw to close out a match. It's something that you very rarely see coming. We have seen it blocked on a few occasions, but it's a mix that you hold up your sleeve if you're a magician. You know, you kind of save your best tricks for last, and that is definitely one of them for a Hellboy player.
Hellboy.
Especially in that situation, either option is going to kill the opponent, so it's literally a 50-50.
And yeah, this is looking like a much better pick than we saw like with Nubcakes versus Hayate, and these two have definitely played before, and SylverRye definitely coming in here, putting the bats down, taking on Unurama. Might see this as a favorable matchup.
Well, traditionally, you know, if you lose the first game, it's automatically a bad matchup for your character. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, whip punish! Perfectly executed, but didn't. Whoa! That Birdering just went 15 different directions. That trade is activated. Deep in, but cancels. Hayate just trying to play defense. Good tech, but the meter burn DP is going to get stuffed. Whip punished. SylverRye with the optimals. 357.
And geez, look at the entire game plan SylverRye's put together. He had the combos knocked down to exactly where that interactable was. Not only did he know where the interactable was off that particular knockdown, he utilized the leap, canceled backward into it, built the bar, and then OK'd with it. That was just a gorgeous play right there. That's someone who's comfortable with their character, knows everything.
Not making a good first impression.
Ooh, tried to go with the trip guard there. Still able to punish that back 3. Sweet. Good blocks. It's a good exchange.
Yeah, a lot of checks, counter pokes. Until finally being able to commit there is Hellboy into that shoulder. Meter burn it plus.
How's this gonna end?
It's all
You're going down.
Woo! That's so swag looking. It looks like there's never enough time after a stand 3 to do something. And I'm always amazed by those Robin combos.
Yeah, I've actually never seen that particular one right there, especially mid-screen. And that's how you know this man is a character specialist.
Not enough yet, pal.
The Outghouls don't tap.
Only Hayate is going to have those Robin conversions like that in that situation to get that first health bar. Down 1-2, but commits. And that armor is going to help SylverRye with that gap, but it doesn't matter. The swoop's coming in. Yo, no jump in. It gets caught right there by that jump in by SylverRye. Back 3.
Oh, he has the bar too. We're going to close out right now. And it does have enough damage. Woo! 452. I see you. Damn it. I quoted Tropic Thunder again.
Nothing wrong with that.
2-0 lead for SylverRye, who is our points leader and looking to extend that by a
huge margin. Yeah.
That's what's on the line right now. It's him really cementing himself as the number 1 seed here on War of the Gods.
Arkham Asylum.
He said, what? Semiij lost. I'm in there.
Again, this is winners finals.
The chat saying this matchup is completely butt cheeks for Robin, but I hear that about every single matchup in Robin. So, who's lying to me?
I've heard that about Cyborg, and look at Hero.
Oh God, Big D. Oh no. What a pun. Anyways. Ooh, interesting that they staggered the stand 3 there. I don't even know the stats on a stand 3. If it was on block, what is on block or not, but it looked like it was a cool little stagger he did there. Could definitely catch people swinging and just down 1-2 afterwards. If you're feeling really ballsy, commit.
Hayate with the presence of mind during that leap to crouch. Realize SylverRye crossed him up and still crouched into the down 1-2 for the trip guard. And if he would not have committed into smart birdering, he would have actually broke that armor.
Be any more boring?
Ooh. Big swing and a miss, and we all know, if you guys watch the finality, you don't whiff in front of Hayate. It's just, it's one of those no-nos. This man plays footsies.
He absolutely does, and with one of the best footsie characters in the game, with such good range, such good normals. Hayate adapting to try and air-to-air instead of deal with any of these mix-ups on the ground, immediately clash.
Shove it up your ass.
Hayate is still in this. 15% back. Oh, no!
Oh my God! Oh no! Not like this!
He was about to build that bar, DP, take the health lead. This is bad. This is not good at all.
Rest in peace, Hayate.
Man, I have no words. There's nothing I could say, man. This is unfortunate.
Did his power go out like everybody else?
That's what they say, right? I don't know, man. He's the only one that's got disconnected while he's in the middle of a combo.
Correct.
Not after he teabags, and then he's like, oh, man, those teabags really, they really came back to bite me. Let me rage quit. I'm going to imagine that SylverRye is going to take that win and go to winners finals. Or, I'm sorry, grand finals. So, yeah. That, unfortunately, that was about to be a pretty tremendous situation there with Hayate about to take the health lead. But it is what it is.
It is.
What it is.
What it is. And what it is what it is. I don't know where I was going with that. They're talking about it right now, guys. Give it a second.
Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of watch. Sometimes you just want to watch the world burn, you know.
Some people just want the world burn. And speaking of watching the world burn, here's some more Fortnite for you.
All right.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fame. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made.
That's right, guys. If you play Fortnite, dabble at all, if you think you can get a win, stream it on stream.me and get paid for it. It's as simple as that. I can't spill it or spell it any better than that. I can't lay it out for you. You stream, you play, you win, you make money. It's not bad.
Actually, I know I said it on Saturday, but I definitely got to get in on this.
It's that simple. Solos only. There's a bunch of rules. Go to the page info.stream.me/winstreak, and we're also giving out V-Bucks and a giant raffle for our own personal challenges in the game as well, which anyone can compete and complete and win.
Yeah, I saw one for I think it was sniping. Get a headshot or snipe somebody while you're riding
Look at that.
in the terrain. Yeah, there it is. Get an elimination while in the all-terrain cart, which is AKA the golf cart. That's just cool stuff, man. That's and I like how StreamMe kept it very true colors and the layout to Fortnite as well. It was just really cool.
Oh, we only go all out here, baby. You know it.
Yeah, man. So SylverRye is waiting in grand finals. That's the outcome of that. Now we just got to figure out who he's going to be going against. Now, that was winners finals, so don't get discouraged. Unless I know if you're Hayate, you're a little upset, but Hayate is still in this thing, just in the loser side. He is waiting on the winner between this next matchup, which is going to be Hazardous Nix versus Noble Rewind. Cast your votes when the poll is up. That's all I can say, man.
Absolutely.
Nix and Rewind, both looking incredible tonight, mind you. Aside from that Batman mirror attempt from Rewind, that that had to change real
disgusting.
fast.
And I apologize to the stream chat for having to watch that. That's our bad for just allowing it to happen. But yeah, Nix versus Rewind. Who do you think Rewind's picking? Chat, who is Rewind picking in this matchup?
I think that's going to go with. I think we're going to see another hidden select. I think Nix is going to go with Manta, and I think Rewind is probably bringing out the Flash. That's my pick. I did 2 picks, one for each player. I think that's going to be the matchup, at least the first game. Manta versus Flash.
All right, they both go hidden select. Nix goes dark side. And Rewind.
Donatello.
Whoa.
I wish.
Who's he picking?
Come on, man. He only plays every character in the game.
Possibly Catwoman again?
I could see it.
I don't know. I don't have a read on Rewind. If I was in a tournament against this man, I'd be effing lost. And then I'd lose to some character that he picks in 5 seconds.
Just pick Sub-Zero.
That's right.
Like that character has no losing matchups. Why wouldn't you do that?
No losing matchups. Safe 50-50s. Half-life damage combos.
Exactly.
A clone
Plus
that
frames.
works properly? I mean...
Exact auto footsies. Come on.
I mean, come on.
Black Manta.
It's Black Manta.
There's the Manta. What? Okay. Is he gonna...
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
All right.
He's doing it.
All right. Now the question is he going trait or traitless?
Fighters approaching.
I would think
Metropolis.
trait in this matchup. Maybe.
A lot of Manta stuff has, quite a bit of pushback. I would personally, I don't know, man. I would probably rock trait in this. Nice dash under there by Nix, even though he got caught. Commits to the down one again. Rewind not going to let you do that twice and get away with it. Wow. I'm telling you, man, Rewind is on another level tonight. Reacting to forward 2 with a down 2.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? As a Black Manta player, you have to know to stay out of the whiff range of forward 2. It's one of the easiest things to actually whiff punish in this game. If you know the distance to kind of like stay out of it. But yeah, that's definitely on Nix. He I think, I hate to say this, but he definitely deserved to get burned for that one.
And it's good. It's good for people to see just how easy it is to whiff punish that string. And if you don't feel confident in that, if you got a parry, just rock the parry, man. Anything to get them to not throw that forward 2 out.
Ooh, that time stopping in his tracks with the sleep. Ooh. Read. Big damage here. Are we getting a restand? No, just the damage.
Wow! Standing 3, meter burn bounce cancel, going for a ride. Go catch a ride.
Oh my goodness, that did so much damage.
I missed my opportunity there, Aquaman.
Beetle wins.
Catch a ride, you're gonna die, and I dropped it.
That's all.
Damn.
Dropped it like most B&Bs that'll get a kill in the bracket.
Yep. That is my life now. That's why I'm here.
Blue Beetle.
That's why we're all here. Same matchup.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
Nyx who already diced up combats Blue Beetle. Might go Darkside.
Begin.
I was gonna say might like Darkside in this matchup, but Rewind already winning the counter before in that, so if he does feel that something might be more favorable for Darkside, then he's gonna wait till he has a lead in order to make that kind of change, you know?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, you know that. Oh man, the jump back and the whip punish. He may have not been. Wow. May have not been completely ready in that first game. You know, to go against Blue Beetle. Wow, what the wake up. Just right in Rewind's face.
And already, you see Nyx hesitant to throw those 4-2s. Because that got him in such a health deficit in game 1.
Both players just trying to find their opening.
Ooh, 4 dash rather than check there. Not too sure what Nyx was going for. Whoa! This
Jump one went the wrong way.
And Nyx actually did he held back while in the trade. That was gorgeous. The command by Rewind. And not having the bars to extend that as well, but still got some great damage. Whoa!
What a read. I like that. Down 1 Manta Rays. Build just that little bit more meter before that health bar is expended.
Oh my goodness. That is so gorgeous. If you guys don't know what Nyx just did, he jumped at his opponent at a range that's perfect to down 2. And you bait your opponent into doing that down 2 so you stop that jump with the float. You see the down 2, he actually got the whiff punish with the jump 3 into the harpoon. Beautiful gameplay.
And you have to give it to Rewind for making him make that adjustment. Rewind's been on point. Whoa, the wake up again.
Ooh, he actually dropped it.
Pressure crushing you yet?
Can't crush this bug.
He actually missed the normal cancel out of the flight off of the 1-3 there. But I think it was just holding forward at that point. Looking for the wager. Rewind. Inching ever so closer to a 2-0 lead. He's not out of this by a long shot though, and the interrupt on the 4-2. That's gonna be huge.
And that is because that 4-2 is a high. He did the safe shield. Immediately checked with a down 1 into the low stab. Got the remainder of the damage afterwards. Rewind up 2-0. Playing phenomenal Blue Beetle right now. Remember when this character was bad?
Yes.
Me too.
Black Manta.
I just love how much the character's been developed over time, you know, and how like kind of, you know, stuff was there. It just needed to be found. It needed to be perfected, crafted, honed by the masters of this game. And now look what we got. A beautiful piece of art.
You know, we can really think, you know, we think of Blue Beetle, we think of Deoxys. But really, you know, Hayatei was really the first one to show a lot of swag off with this character, Blue Beetle.
Hayatei and Hey George.
Yeah. And Hey George, yeah. And, I mean, you see Deoxys learn from them, kind of make his own stuff, his own play style. It's only fitting Hayatei and Deoxys were both katana mains in MKX, and she was very similar too, you know, with the floats and kind of mixed up shenanigans that way.
Half-life combos. Yeah, don't even get me started.
30% unbreakable.
Oh.
Jump in. Immediately into low stab. Wow, chase the backdash.
One. Got the kill on the projectile. He actually dropped the forward 2 the first time he tried that combo in this game. Those are very tight execution. Those combos were found back in beta, but so tight.
Rewind. Still has that first health bar. Nick's baiting him out. Puts himself in the corner though. Forward 2 doesn't overextend.
Oh my goodness, this man is mixing.
Pressure crushing you yet?
Can't crush this bug.
I brought a hook to hang you from.
And Nyx is still in this thing, even though he doesn't have a clash now. Got to play it very safe.
Rewind's trying his best to stay at that forward 2 range, but Nyx finally finding himself in, and what a swing with the down 1, low stab, and resetting the neutral here. But getting a little bit aggressive there with Rewind, building the space rather than trying to stay at that forward 2 range. Now he's getting incredibly aggressive, it's paying off.
Got to read the air tech? No. Nick's going to keep it all.
Woo! Oh my goodness, he did so many down 1 low stabs, and they all caught buttons of Nyx.
Blue Beetle wins.
Well, that, you know, what we were talking about earlier, and congratulations, Rewind. He will be going on to face Hayate. You know, that's kind of using that thing that we talked about with Nyx earlier, where, you know, the mashing of down 1. Mashing, I'll just say in quotes. Kind of using it against him because you know that they are quick with their reactions with that down 1. And it just kind of playing it against him. Where you down 1 special cancel, and it's like, okay, well, you're slowing your opponent down by respecting that low stab, and Nyx just got caught with a lot of those, and it's actually really easy because you don't expect Blue Beetle to commit to a down 1 low stab, how negative low stab is, but look, once it pays off once, you just keep rolling with it until you're proven otherwise. You get punished for it, then you can slow down, but if you don't get punished for it, GG's. But there you see, Rewind and Hayate will be going off against each other in losers finals, and then we'll find out who's going to face SylverRye. Will Hayate get his run back, or will Rewind have a chance at taking a week this season? A name that we're so familiar with, especially going by last season, to be in that grand final spot almost every single week, going against his teammate Semiij. We'll see. Is it the revival of Rewind?
We'll have to find out here. Nick's going to the chat and saying that off stream he actually got cooked by Rewind's Blue Beetle with Darkside. So that's why he was sticking it out with Manta there. Respect. Now we've got Rewind versus Hayate. All right. Again, one of our favorite games. Pulls up. Who's Rewind going to pick for Robin? Does he have a cheetah?
Probably. I'm gonna stick with Flash, dude. I think Flash has a lot of ways to exploit Robin, and I don't know. That's just my gut feeling as Flash. I'm gonna roll with that.
Maybe even Beetle.
I mean, yeah, I could see that he was playing phenomenally with that character, so I wouldn't be surprised actually. Beetle has a really good 6-frame launcher with his down 2.
Oh,
there you go. Immediately.
I got
Where's
one.
Blue Beetle's nose?
I got one tonight.
We all win. You got one. I got one. Chat got one.
Fighters approaching.
We all win.
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 Yeah, we all win.
That's exactly what Michael Scott would have wanted. A win-win-win. Where we all win.
Begin.
If you're like me and watch way too much Office, just join the club.
Dude, there's nothing better to go to sleep to than just turning on Netflix and hitting The Office.
Every night.
Yep.
Anyways, back into the matchup. Already getting things started. Here's Rewind, utilizing, like you mentioned, that 6-frame down too. Effective.
Rewind not watching his head there, getting caught by that overhead of Robbins. 408 put on the board. That is a whip punish. Oh, and Rewind trying to down two. Not enough horizontal range to catch Robin out of that string.
Majin in the chat saying I called it on Hayate picking Robin. Safe bet.
That man deserves. He deserves something.
That's some great damage.
482. Jesus. Just see how patient Hayate is playing, avoiding these projectiles, not overcommitting, just waiting for Rewind to get impatient. Reactionary down twos to dashes, which is what you saw against Nubcakes a lot.
How's that humble pie taste?
Ring beautiful use of the interactable, and again that down two. Look at the range on that thing. I didn't realize that's such a big forward hitbox on it.
A double sweep. Hayate still not falling for it though.
And the chat is the poll is in, and looks like Hayate slight advantage in the chat. Trying to take that first bar of Rewind, but look at the position that he has. He has Rowan in the corner. If he gets one hit here, look at even game even more. And look at the conversion. So beautiful. Jobs the ender, though, wasn't close enough for the corner. For the down 1-2, and I'm shocked he didn't go for like a DP conversion as well. He's very good off those straight hits and weird everything.
Ooh, the reaction with forward two. But it doesn't matter. Hayate with that meter burn forward three and the grab. Getting Hayate to press the button there. Rewind didn't commit to anything.
Ooh, what a time to check with that button. Hayate, again, if you guys want to learn some spacing, watch the intricacies of this man.
Rewind has a bounce cancel at his disposal. If he opens Hayate up once, that's it. It's literally it.
And Bluebeard is not a character that has like a giant normal into a bounce cancel unless he activates the trait, which is that back two, but without the trait.
Yep.
It's very short, so if he had the trait, he wouldn't have had to do the forward dash, which may have given a lot of time for Hayate to react.
Man, this is getting into serious chip territory. Completely whiffs the DP. Rewind. Not down two.
You're fighting the master, rookie. Can't crush this bug.
No bar apiece. Neutral's just been reset. Is he going to get a Burnerang on the screen? And no, he doesn't.
Man, he can't. There
we go. It's a chip out. He just goes for the sweep.
Robin wins.
The hard to blockables coming out of Hayate. The jump into the sweep. Pays off. Takes the first game. Watching Hayate play a character that, really struggles against dealing with zoning, and not that he doesn't have his own projectiles with the Burnerang. But just it's so slow on startup, you can't just throw it out there, But just seeing the patience and him just waiting and waiting and waiting for his opportunity and seeing it pay off right there. I don't know how much was left on the clock, but man, it's just his patience is nobody can touch his patience.
He literally plays the assassin role. He sits there and looks for his opportunity. This man is
excellently put.
Yeah, he's living the part.
And there you see the trait activated by Rewind. A little bit more range, forward 2. These two are going to be playing some relatively distant footsies in that back 2. He didn't commit to anything, though. Woo. Expected the air tech.
Trade's activated for the first time on Beetle tonight. Oh my goodness. And you know, traded up forward 2 is normally, you know, I don't think you're used to that getting beat out by anything in the air. It's just that strong.
That jump back 3 by Robin, though. And
that's,
down 2,
right,
low stab. All
that's
right.
a gimmick, but damn, that is definitely going to work from time to time. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Look how beefed up this Blue Beetle is, by the way.
Sorry, but we take no prisoners.
I hadn't really paid attention, but damn.
Ooh. Hayate almost caught a shimmy off the pluck down one of the things. Oh, it's so hard to block. Did you know that?
Yes, it is.
Did you know that Robin can make that?
I'm doing well so far. Your mediocrity is killing me.
I can't remember if he's at 3 or 4 frames in between the overhead, front, and behind.
Oh, yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Just pick a female and crouch it.
Low key, okay? Low key, kind of broken, and no one talks about it. Until now. I brought it to your guys' attention.
Woo! Rewind going for the dash under. Didn't quite get the dash under, but still opens Hayate up.
Oh, no!
Oh!
He
Tried to
got
build the
so
meter.
greedy for the meter. Oh, my God. That could have come back to bite him in the ass. Oh, feels bad. That's tricky to time though. I'm not mad that he missed that, but if that would have cost him. What do you think? What do you think that he could have? I mean, he could have done the anti-air stab as a much easier conversion.
Yeah.
Even your name is stupid. That's totally not cool.
Bird range projectiles. Hayate still playing it patient. Doesn't have to overcommit, overextend. Still got a tremendous health lead.
Rare whiff on the jump to and across. Pretty close to that. Hayate going for the throat. That meter burn cancel, and the pressure is on right now. 50-50s. Excellent block, but no punishment. The meter burn cancel. Okay. Woo! Oh, the wake up DP. The huge drop by Rewind. 4-2, not having enough hits done on it to get the background bounce. Hayate is going to move into a 2-0 lead. 1 game away from Grand Finals, where he would set a date and a run back with SylverRye. But 1 game away and not counting out Rewind. Who he has opportunities. Both these matches have gone down pretty close. They've been slow. They've been drawn out. This is a matchup of 2 characters that possess really good normals. They play similarly in kind of pace, I think.
Yeah.
Beetle could get maybe a little crazier, but also, I mean, let's just be serious. Robin players can be savages too.
Blue Beetle.
Down 1-2. Down 1-2.
Fighters approaching Metropolis.
Down 1-2 trait. Down 1-2 DP. Down 1-2. You know how it is out here.
DP meter burn on block.
Into buttons.
Here.
Behave.
Here. Let me F up this trade by 1 frame and exit, or this interrupt by 1 frame and accidentally trade with you, and I still get a combo.
Practice. Should never let that DP
This is
come
online,
out.
bro.
Block.
It adds.
Always interrupt.
It saves frames off of my reversal.
You're right. 250 millisecond Robins. Ugh. Please, just uninstall. No backdash there by Rewind. Wake up Assassin Strike into Raw back 3. I've never seen that, but you know what? I believe it.
Hey, this is 2018. I believe in everything I see now. Ooh. Chase down the
Nice.
back. Was that a backdash that I saw? Posty block? Everyone looking much.
He was definitely going for that down 1-2. Hayate hasn't found himself in this position quite yet. Not against Rewind, where he's been this far. The health deficit has been this much. But he's trying to get Rewind to that corner. Maybe looking for that shield. Woo! Maybe looking for an air tech right there. Punish, DP, meter burn. Woo! Is it going to be enough? It is.
That's a big boy damage right there. Everything's down on the screen as the Bird of Rain trades out. Oh, another down 2 reaction by Rewind. Those have been absolutely clutch. Trades up the screen. Gonna find his way in. Waiting this time. But there's absolutely no downside to doing that reversal.
Rewind just trying to walk back. Hayate still in this thing. But both still have a clash. And Rewind has... Yep, there it is.
Ready to tap out? The Al Ghouls don't tap.
Certainly has a meter lead. 2 bars. Hayate gonna opt to keep his.
Let me get a 1 in the chat to timeout Triclops real quick.
Whoa. What did Triclops do?
Ooh, going for the double overhead
good
with
blocks.
Line with the back 2. That was clutch indeed. Going for the kill with Hayate still having that wager. And oh, Robin, big damage, big setups. Let's see if we can make this comeback.
Set up, good block by Rewind, watching his head.
Oh,
got swept again.
Oh my God, the comeback!
Down 1-2, air tech, that's a punish. Hayate is getting the run back, going against SylverRye in grand finals. Has to reset him, beat him 6 times. The man's out of here, going to grand finals.
Holy crap.
That was crazy. That's what happens when you're a patient player, man.
Look,
that was just beautiful.
You look for that one opportunity, and you have a character that possesses big damage and setups at that point to potentially reset the damage, or even there, he just kind of chipped away at Rewind. Wow. I mean, Rewind had such momentum to get back in that match, and Hayate literally stole it away from him. What a guy.
Hayate came, I mean, he had to get rid of Rewind's, I don't know, over half first health bar when he was, I think, around half of his second. So it was just really well played, man. That was crazy. We're getting the run back.
I'm gonna ask Hayate if he's ready to go right into it. I'm gonna
Man's
assume
already
yes.
got his game face on. Yeah.
Man's already warmed up. I'm just checking. You know, we do like to give them a little bit of a breather in between the matches, but also I'm a savage. I'm also hungry. Aren't we all?
A little bit. Yep, a little bit.
Hayate said, give me 2 minutes. You've got it. All right. Everybody chill.
Cool, we can drink on cams now? Sick. What is going on down there? I agree, Soups. For the one time in my life, I agree.
What do we got, about a minute and a half?
Yo, those legs are wide as hell, man. Damn.
So what's going on with you guys?
Somebody screenshot this. Somebody meme this.
Here, let me get. Oh,
warn your kids about this.
There we go. All right.
There you go. Screen cap this. Warn your kids. Title over the top.
No pants at all. You guys don't even know.
I mean, you did try and tell them for all of 4 total seasons now between 2 games. It's not a meme.
Woo! All right. Are you guys ready?
I am.
All right. Cool.
The poll is up, by the way. Oh, it's 10-7. 10 on SylverRye, 7 on Hayate. That's still a pretty good margin considering SylverRye just 3-0'd Hayate. But this is a run back. And this is Grand Finals, which is potentially, 2 different sets. We'll see if it happens or not.
All right. Same matchup, most likely. Hellboy versus Robin. I think Robin has to take a lot of risks in this matchup. Try to go with those anti-airs. I can see trait of Hellboy being a huge problem.
Yeah.
We've actually already seen it tonight. SylverRye's use of movement set up a lot of opportunities to catch whiff punishes. He caught with a lot of raw 4-2s off of he'll leap, cancel, land, 4-2, leap, cancel, land, 4-2, in like a lot of weird places. And I'm hoping that Hayate is still here. So I'm actually gonna wait to see if he's here before coming over, because he might be using the restroom or something. I may not have given him his full time. Lay off the mints. Hell no. I stay jacked up. Y'all don't know. Ooh, he's here. All right, let's go.
I heard it.
Grand Finals time.
Let's get into it, baby.
All right. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Grand Finals, week number 5. Here on War of the Gods.
Begin.
SylverRye not watching his dome right there. Raw overheads into a setup. Oh! Hayate didn't punish. I don't know what happened there. Very unlike him.
Oh, looking for the whip punish, and he did not get it. Wow, that was so rare. Of all the things to, have in his face, that 4-2, I feel like 10 out of 10 Hayate's whip punishing that, but it looked like the 3 of the 4-2-3 actually came out so fast that it stopped it.
And that gave Hayate a really big problem were those gunshots. He got caught by so many gunshots in the last set. Maybe trying to go for Birderings. Maybe just trying to walk, dash up, bounce cancel, big damage, misses the grab,
oh my goodness.
Chases him down, bounce cancel again. No good. 75 hit points remaining, not watching his feet, second health bar.
That jump 3 meter burn cancel had to have been an input error, and I know that SylverRye somewhere is furious. Ooh. Oh man, put that Birdering down, sir.
My legend will eclipse yours.
Shove it up your ass.
I'll take him to spin the bar, even things out. Still has 3 bars. Hellboy does take a lot more damage than most characters, and Robin puts out a lot of damage. SylverRye's got to be careful. Dashes up forward 2. Gunshots paying off again. You can see just how effective they are. Used sparingly. Leaps. Reads. Oh, I thought he would have read the air tech. I got ahead of myself. Woo!
Hayate going for some optimals here.
You got a snowball's chance in hell.
Superman and I disagree.
Also, for those of you on mobile, since you can't use the chat, if you wanted to, oh, the air stats just got absolutely
You
bombed.
saw that?
That was, well, I know the feeling, man. So, air throws actually have to become active, but turns out, before they can throw the opponent. And they have startup frames, and if they hit you in the startup frames, you lose. Anyways, for anyone on mobile or anyone wants to root for these guys in the middle of the match, please use the Panda Global emotes and Method emotes that are in chat, as SylverRye with that huge comeback. It had nothing to fear once he locked and loaded that resurrection trait. Taking game number 1, 2 away from taking week number 5. And with it, what would be a monumental point lead in War of the Gods Season 3.
Robin. Hellboy.
You're absolutely right, man. SylverRye, boy, in that first health bar,
Approaching Slaughter Swamp.
he bounce canceled twice, and neither one of them paid off what he was, what he was going for, and really had to fight his way to bring all that back. Yeah, man, that was just they were both under 100 hit points. Going shirtless Hellboy now is SylverRye. Down 2 on reaction is Hayate. Woo! Free Stalin. Good blocks.
Oh, okay. There's that whiff 4-2 going punished. And Hayate, driver seat. Oh, the Boomerang just got mixed up.
Yeah, that thing, it didn't know whether to go north, south, east, or west. I don't know where it went.
That thing started chasing Hellboy back to hell. Woo. The reaction, gonna get the full combo here. Woo. So hard to see that coming. Just to let it rip. Beyblade that low. Hayate doing it for the Vine. We saw that Vine. Clutch of victory for this man earlier tonight.
Leaping in, cancels, throws.
No way you meant that.
Moving up here. It seems both games have gone where, you know, Hayate's gotten a nice early lead and SylverRye just, it's all good. Couple hits, big damage, back in the fight. And now he might need another comeback here. Second health bar, but I drop by Hayate. So rare.
Leaping in, Hayate looking for the low.
You're going down.
And as you mentioned, you know, SylverRye just slowly, those gunshots, they add up. The chip damage adds up.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Had enough yet, pal?
The outghouls don't tap.
SylverRye may have tried to wake up with either the shoulder or the leap.
Yeah, shoulder or leap.
More than likely the leap.
It got decimated, whatever it was, and that's a hard to blockable into chip out, even if you didn't block that, or even if you did block that correctly. And Hayate's gonna tie us up a 1-1. And on the winner's side of this, wasn't this a 3-0 in SylverRye's favor?
It was.
So already,
yes, it was.
Already Hayate doing a lot better.
Robin.
Yes, he was in that first game as well. Definitely could have gone either way.
Same matchup, different stage.
Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, you know, I don't think that a bigger background bounce, you know, kind of favors either of them. They both get massive damage. I mean, either way. Hellboy gets some cool meter gain swag combos off of these bad boys. But I don't know if Robin, you know, if the damage is gonna make or break one of these characters, if it gives them any easier access to damage, you know?
Yeah. As you mentioned, Robin, really not one that needs. Oh, there you go. That's a meterless launcher. Whoa. May have got a neutral jump instead of a jump forward, which is unfortunate there because that would have been some big damage. All meterless if he would have chosen to keep it meterless anyway.
Woo! Simple spacing 101. Zoning. See the approach. Armor launching.
And that is a hard knockdown there coming off the background bounce. That's why you saw Hayate just leave him there, put the trait down and the Birdarang.
And mix.
Can't tech roll. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Ooh.
First upshot of the match is successful, and off the knockdown coming in with the leap. Canceling that jump too, which has a surprising hitbox to it, sometimes unexplainable. Oh man.
Hayate sitting on almost 4 bars a meter right now. Completely whiffs.
My legend will eclipse yours.
Shove it up your ass.
You gotta think, maybe Hayate was looking for a leap, SylverRye may have got desperate, tried to leap out of the corner. Hayate preemptively let go of that DP, but that air grab. What a conversion. Oh.
Ooh. Very good on Hayate not to get opened up by anything while that trait was activated. Especially throws. It's so hard to throw something and, you know, expect them to check you after kind of falling out of it because of the trait, and they just throw you. Like, that's one of the harder things to deal with when that Hellboy trait's activated. And sorry, I went for it a little bit too late there when the space was lost. But looking comfortable still. Ooh.
Hayate getting hit by that overhead. Good blocks. No interrupt. I think Hellboy's only 6 frame is his air grab, so not much he can do in that situation without the trait. But that is a whiff punish. The back 3 completely missed. Why?
That went through him. Paul, if we can answer for that in the chat, please, that'd be great.
You may not like it.
Whoa! With the throw and a sword of his own. He said, "Get that little boy sword out of here." That Toys R Us 80% discount sword. This is a real man's game. Hit him with some ancient artifact, whatever the hell Hellboy has. Woo!
Oh, ancient artifact? I thought you were talking about Toys R Us for a minute.
Oh, I was.
Oh, okay. Rest in peace, man.
Oh,
all of our childhood. Or even adulthood, to be honest. Where are we going to buy board games now?
Amazon? Like animals?
Yeah, I guess you got a point. But like
every other retailer?
Yeah.
What are we, savages?
Dude, we're never going to leave our house. In like 15 years, we're going to work from home, order takeout, and just order everything for our house online.
Oh, God,
what a read by SylverRye.
All right. He's on championship point. He's feeling it right now.
Only one win away. Jesus. Hayate not pumping the brakes one bit. Oh, tried to go with the whiff punish. There was Hayate. Oh, it completely whiffed. And SylverRye will take full advantage, but drops the combo.
How rarely do you see Hayate completely whiff 2 DPs in a set? You know, I don't think ever. Might be getting a little bit antsy here. Pressure's definitely on. SylverRye taking that first bar, and now he's on tournament health bar.
I think what Hayate is looking for are those leaps. I think he's really wanting to shut those down, but it is not paying off. SylverRye taking full advantage.
SylverRye just played 2 mind games with Hayate at one time, and I think Hayate went into like sensory overload. He leaped, canceled it short, whiffed a forward 2, and then Hayate not only was like, oh crap, he leaped. Oh, no, he isn't coming in. Oh, he's whiffing a forward 2. And he whiffed it so far away that he went for a whiff punish. And because he only did the forward 2, he actually whiff punished Hayate for it. Like, that was just sensory overload, I think.
How's this gonna end?
You're going down.
Because it happened so fast.
Yeah. Hayate spinning 3 bars, 30%. Has the damage been done? SylverRye with the reaction, with the air grab. Forward 2 whiffs, down 2 whiffs again. Ooh, all these down 2s. Man, he's going for the whiff punishes, but he's just out of range. Perfectly spaced by SylverRye just to bait it out.
Trying to walk him down, but SylverRye's giving him absolutely nothing. The space again. Oh my goodness. But you finally think you found your way in with that jump in, and just to see Hellboy leap to the other side, and you're just like, son of a bitch.
Push block. Push block again. SylverRye not letting Hayate start anything. Oh my God. Air tech completely red. That should be it. He's got the meter. Air tech again, wasn't ready for that one.
One more hit's all SylverRye needs to clutch this week number 5. Get these points in for the season and take a commanding lead. What's it going to be coming onto the wire? And the instant jump 3 is going to send SylverRye into a week 5 championship victory.
You're looking at him. number one in points yet again this season. SylverRye, but probably a huge margin at this point. He was already second. Semiij not making top 8 this week, so he had no chance in trying to defend any of those points. SylverRye taking this week, man. It's GG's to everybody, man. That was a really fun top 8 to watch.
Really good top 8 all around.
Yeah.
All right, what have we learned tonight? Hero Killer Stay needs to pick Cyborg.
Yep.
Rewind's got a pretty good Blue Beetle.
And Catwoman.
We learned that SylverRye's finding some maybe some renewed faith in Batman.
A little bit.
We learned that
don't take too much time picking your characters.
Yep. We also learned that the West Coast is absolutely free. I'm just kidding. JK, it was a joke. Just kidding.
I don't know, man.
This ain't IPS. I could be savage. All right. I've earned that here. But yeah, just a phenomenal show, and all the game 5s, everything coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
All the characters that we saw, it was very good variety. We didn't see. Did we see one counter pick war? I don't think we did.
Well, we kind of did. That's what I was alluding to about, pick your character because of combat.
Well,
and him
get bodied.
And then it wound up picking a character he didn't want to begin with. But yeah, I don't think, besides that situation, I don't think we saw a counter pick war. It was just mostly everybody stayed with who they picked the first game. Very fun.
Yep, wonderful stuff, guys.
Halfway through.
Thank you so much for watching War of the Gods. It means so much to us. You guys don't even know. And we will see you guys this Sunday. We're going back to Sunday. And
Sunday.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go sign up. Smash.gg/4 registration for week number 6 is live. Go there. Sign up. We got what? We have this weekend and the weekend after. Week number 7 is going to be right before Evo, and then we'll be skipping that weekend for obvious reasons. And yeah, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Congratulations to SylverRye and all the competitors. Hayate with a phenomenal performance on War of the Gods. It's about their time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And we will see you guys Friday for the Clash as well. It's going to be a nice normal one. And we're working on a Middle Eastern and European version of the Clash, and a nice special one night just for them. Which should be a lot of fun. Love those guys. I mean, just some of the best players and some of the best personalities that don't get a lot of opportunity to shine. So we're gonna see what we can do about that. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much. Got a few hours left on the Fortnite win streak, and you've got all week and month to win prizes with doing our challenges. And that's going to reopen up. This Fortnite win streak is going to reopen up on Saturday as well. Just follow StreamMe for all the details. And play Fortnite, stream, win, get some money. And you never know if way down the road, if some FGC contest might come up. You never know. We're getting kind of crazy here on Stream.me. All right? We're just going to take your money and going, here, welcome. Welcome to the platform. Okay. Just like all the people that went on War of the Gods. Here's some money. All right? Thank you so much for watching. From all of us here at the War of the Gods team and Stream.me, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.